You'll each now be given the opportunity to make a 2-minute closing remark. We're going to begin with Mr. Walker.
Well, I thank you so much for putting on this forum, and I would like to say a special congratulations to all my counterparts as we continue to expose ourselves to the light of public as we run for the privilege of serving this great community on the Board of Education. As a student of the system, as a parent who has 2 boys who've gone through the system, as I said earlier, my oldest son graduated from College Park, my youngest son is there now. My wife is a teacher in the school system in her 24th year now. We have a family commitment to education. I have been an active participant as a volunteer for over 2 decades, and I'd like to use my experience both as an active involved parent on the budget committee, on the CAC, and in the schools to help continue to share with our school system and talk about how we can do some very important things. One of the things I'd like to see is for us to close the achievement gap. We set high standards. I'd like to see us be the first school in the country to close the achievement gap so that there is no gap in achievement between any of our students. If we're serious about all of our kids learning, I think that's a great place to start. I think we do that by engaging parents in the process, and parent engagement is a real big thing for me. I have the experience doing that, and I look forward to continuing to do that in the days ahead. And fiscal responsibility. The challenges of this economy aren't going to change. I think it's going to be incumbent upon the next board to look for innovative ways to do more with the resources we have and to be creative to come up with new solutions to challenges. And I think we are one of the best school systems in the country by any number of independent standards, and I certainly want to be a part of continuing that process into the decades ahead.
Thank you. Ms. French?
Well, I've served on the board for 16 years, and I still am very enthusiastic about representing you in the community. My sons have had a successful K-12 career in Howard County schools, and I want every one of Howard County's children to have the same wonderful experience. I think we have a lot of growth ahead of us. When we talk about student growth, we need to look at changing our grading policy on the secondary level and at least add pluses and minuses to our letter grades so that the students can more effectively track their achievement in even if they go from a C- to a C+, that's a good achievement. I'd like to see us add world language on the elementary school level. I'd like to see us introduce more career academies and have more STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math courses. I would like to also eliminate the achievement gap, and the thing that's most important is that we ensure that each student who graduates is both college and career ready, prepared for the world and whatever the world has to offer them. Thank you very much for your support. I'm Sandy French.
Ms. Vaillancourt?
Again, my name is Cindy Vaillancourt. I'm running for a seat on the board because I would like to see the systematic dismantling of the public schools that have been taking place under the No Child Left Behind and Race to the Top initiatives that were well-intentioned but have had the unintended consequence of turning our classrooms into test prep centers, have frustrated our teachers, and have diminished the educational opportunities that our children are actually receiving. All of the parents and the students on this board who have been through Howard County schools in previous years are fortunate to have gotten fabulous educations, and I would like to see the kids who are going through now benefit from that same high level of education. Some of the holes that we need to plug, however, include world language, which I'm glad to hear after 16 years Mrs. French is going to try to get a committee together to work on. And fortunately with Mrs. Kornreich on it, I suspect that there'll be some progress made on that front. I'm also pleased to hear that there's an interest in expanding career academies, but I would like to see that translated to true and meaningful vocational and technical education for our students who are not planning to go immediately to college. If we can keep from sucking the joy of learning out of them before they graduate, they probably will be able to go on to college later. I would like to see our focus be on the whole child, working on their physical education needs, their social needs. The children show up in kindergarten excited and eager to learn, and we need to make sure that they leave at the end of 12th grade equally excited and eager to continue to learn so that they can have full and satisfying lives. Thank you.
Mr. Proudfoot.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight and share my educational philosophies. You know, during the primary election, a little fewer than 10,000 people voted on a Proudfoot. I hope that I was able to connect with you so that you would join our group on November 2nd and vote for David Proudfoot. As a board member, I will bring my knowledge of education, experience, and human relations skills to the board so that Howard County Public Schools can continue to move forward. Vince Lombardi once said that people who work together will win, whether it be against complex football defenses or the problems of modern society. I want to be in a position where I can work with others to ensure that all students achieve academic excellence. As a board member, I will work collaboratively to make organizational improvements that will meet the need of all students, not just certain populations. Students are still dropping out for various reasons, and we need to set up conditions for all students to graduate with the knowledge and skills to be continuous learners. In June, I received the endorsement of the Howard County Education Association. The president of the association shared that I am aware of all levels of educational reform and have firsthand knowledge of the inner workings of the school system. More important, I am an educator who loves children. I take great pride and get great satisfaction knowing that my actions make a difference in every child's life. I invested in the county, and I have 3 nieces that attend Howard County Public Schools. I understand the importance that our schools play to the quality of life in Howard County Public Schools, or to the quality of life in Howard County. As a board member, I will target my efforts to ensure that Howard County Public Schools is the #1 school system in the country. As you walk to the voting booth on November 2nd, look for the campaign sign with the foot so you can remember to start your vote on a Proudfoot. Thank you.